The Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon is going to be a sleeper hit, a dark fantasy Skyrim that I've truly been waiting for and didn't know that I even wanted. You can dual wield spells and different items. The world is dark and bleak and extremely interesting. And what's important to me is it is challenging. You will need to be good at dodging and parrying, have shields, and really manage all of your different skills. I was thoroughly impressed, but I was impressed my second playthrough, not my first. And because I rushed the first, I missed out on many things. So let me dive a little bit deeper and tell you what this game is going to offer you, because I think this will be a sleeper hit and you should be having it on your radar. There is a playable demo. I highly suggest you go try it out because I think this is going to be your next favorite game that you didn't know about. Let's begin. Now, like any good game, you're going to get some customizing options for your main character, and I think they're decent. I will say the graphics in the game, they kind of hit and miss because they grew on me over time, but at first I didn't like them. But I also noticed as I was going through is sometimes the graphics looked really good in some spots and not good in others. Your main character looks pretty decent. The clothing, though, and your spells and your weapons and shields and those kinds of things look very good. When you start the game, you'll have some options to fine tune and dial in your character, or you can just completely skip it all if you really want to. As I played through the demo, it really feels like you are not going to be stuck with one class. You're just going to kind of build whatever you want, whatever your play style is. If you want to micromanage and crunch numbers, you can do it. If you just want to play and make a ridiculous character and have fun, you can do it. If you want to be a sniper assassin Skyrim style, you get to do it. I will say there was something that was really funny to me as I went through this demo. The lockpicking is a copy and paste of Skyrim. I don't dislike it, but they could definitely try something different, and I wish they would, but I don't fault them for it. I think most people will be like, we know what you're going for, I get it. Now, combat is your meat and potatoes of this game, and what I like is you can dual wield spells, you can use a shield, a sword, two-handed weapons. There is a big mix, but there is a loadout system, and what I found when playing through this is I needed to swap to different loadouts to have an easier time with different enemies. Now, I think that's a pretty cool thing, and it was very easy to do. On the mouse and keyboard, you just hit 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., and you'll go to your loadout. In the bottom left, you're going to see a green boot. This is your dodge. You only get X amount of dodges, and they will refresh. The dodge mechanic is how you kite. You need to get very good at this, and you also need to be really good at managing your stamina. I find the entire combat system is really managing these two things the most, because everything in this game hurts. You are going to die a lot, so you better save often. There is a food crafting system. It is how you heal and get all your other things. There's an alchemy system, which is pretty cool. Nothing too complicated, but I do want to touch on the game is going to give you one primary path, but it's up to you to go explore all the other paths or just go off your own direction and see what happens. And I think that's where the really fun parts are going to be in this game. On my first playthrough, I just followed the main path, the main story, and I completed it very quickly, maybe within like 30 minutes or less than that. But when I did my second one, I found way more stuff. Hidden creatures, hidden super bosses. It was good. It was more fun the second time. Now, I'm not going to say anything too deep about the story. I think there is a good concept here. It is interesting. The world, as I've seen from this, and really the trailer really shines. But I want to talk really about the writing. I think sometimes the writing is a bit winded, but the characters, the way they talk to you seems pretty realistic, especially fitting the vibe of this dark fantasy setting. I really do want to know what's going on and why it's happening and what happened to Arthur and why all these things are going on. And I think that's a good thing, because if the game doesn't pique your interest, you're not going to keep playing. Now, overall, my experience with the demo has been pretty good, but I got to give you some negatives. The AI is really dumb. They do not open doors. You can cheese most characters from range with a spell or a ranged bow attack or anything like that. And that really needs to get fixed, because I feel like what they're going for is they want to challenge you, but the AI is just too dumb to challenge you. And in all honesty, it will most likely make or break this game. Those are my first impressions. Let me know what you think. Please go play the demo. I want more games to give us demos. I'm going to be highlighting some other games that are coming out or on the back burner, because I want to save you time and money and really highlight what is worth buying. And if that interests you, please like and sub, and I will see you next time. If you want to watch my full playthrough, that is over on the Rumble.